afternoon and welcome to CISN's coverage of this Rocket League tournament. I'm Randy Nielsen. That's Reese Webb. We got Devin sitting just off camera, making sure that this all runs smoothly. And, well, we've been waiting to do this for quite a while. It's been quite a wild year for all of us here at CISN, but we got a little bit of time to pull off another Rocket League tournament. We are going to be starting that here in just a few minutes. We got 6 people that are going to be ready and participating, wanting to get some bragging rights and maybe get a little bit of money as well. So Devin's just over there off camera, making sure that everything's going smoothly. We're getting ready to get everything going. So while we wait on that, we're going to take a quick break while he gets everything get up and go, and we'll be right back here on CISN.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
After 35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Welcome back here on CISN to this Rocket League tournament. We'll be getting underway here in just a few minutes, but while we wait, if you're new to Rocket League, it's a little bit of a complex game, but once you play it a little bit, it all really makes sense. But to help explain it, we put together a little basics of Rocket League video for you to enjoy.
Rocket League at its core is pretty simple. Basically, it is a game of soccer that is played with rocket-powered cars. These games can be played anywhere from 1-on-1 to 4-on-4. The objective of the game is also quite simple, and that is to put the ball in the back of the goal more times than your opponent does. However, that can be much easier said than done. The cars in Rocket League have some abilities. First and most important, they are able to boost. Boosting is vital in Rocket League, both for speed and maneuverability. Players can regain boost by driving over boost pads that are all over the arena floor. They can regain a full boost meter by driving over one of these boost pads, which are found on the edges of the arena floor. Now, cars are also able to jump and fly through the air. Now, you combine that with the ability to boost and the ability to control your car while midair, and the possibilities become endless. Cars can do flips, barrel rolls, and can even fly all the way across the map if done correctly. This can lead to some spectacular plays both on offense and on defense. There is no out of bounds in Rocket League. Both the cars and the ball have free will over the entire play area and can bounce off the walls, the ceiling, each other, wherever. Play only stops when a goal is scored or when the clock runs out. Speaking of when the clock runs out, one interesting mechanic is that after the clock hits 0, the ball is still live until it hits the ground. So if players can keep the ball up in the air for 2 minutes after the buzzer sounds, then play continues for that 2 minutes. This little quirk can lead to someone scoring a game-winning goal well after the clock hits 0. Now, if the game is tied at the end of regulation, it will go to sudden death overtime. The next player to score will win the match. And that is the basics of Rocket League.
Alright, so that's just a quick little rundown for Rocket League in case you're new to the game. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a little bit complex to kind of explain and once you get started, but once you get into it, you get some experience and it's pretty simple, right, Reese?
Yes, it is. Basically, just offense. There's two different strategies. Basically, there's the defensive. Just hang out in your own goal. Just try to save. Get your just try to get saves and maybe just a run down the field. Maybe score a goal there, or just go all out and just try to rack up the goals.
All right, so we have our bracket ready. So we're going to have that one put up for you guys to see. So we're going to start with the quarterfinals. We're just going to start from top to bottom on your screen. So our first matchup will be Wolverine 2508 and BL Macman. And then we'll have D1 Drake and Noah C2. So the quarterfinals will just be one game. So you win, you're in. You lose, you're done. Just by completely random draw, we have Twixify and Hawks Rule 25 got a first round bye into the semifinals. So they'll play the winners of our quarterfinal matchups. The semifinals will be best 2 out of 3. Winners in the semifinals will move on to the championship, which will be a best of 5. And the losers will move to a third place match, which again will be a best of 5. So we're going to get started with Wolverine and BL Macman here in just a few minutes. So while we do that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on CISN.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today, or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back here on CISN to this Rocket League tournament. I'm Randy Nielsen, that's Reese Webb. We got Devin just off camera to the left, making sure that all this goes smoothly. We are just about ready to get this tournament underway. We got our first lobby set up. We got one of the players in. We're just waiting on the other one to join in on the fun. So, Reese, what are you looking forward to seeing today?
Well, I'm looking forward to see the all-out offense. Just give it everything you got, the high flying, the front flipping, back flipping, all out. Give it all that you got.
Yeah, I know it's like you were saying earlier. It is just a mix of two different strategies. Because some people like to play somewhat conservatively and just try and make sure, I win by one goal. I keep playing.
Right.
But others like to just completely send it. Just go all out. Go wherever and do whatever it takes to score as many goals as they can because they want to win by as many as possible, which it's just two completely different strategies, and it will be interesting to see who does what. So we're just waiting on Wolverine to join the lobby. Guessing he'll be on here in just a second. It sometimes takes a little bit to get you to join a lobby because you never know. Your internet may be a little bit slow that day. maybe he's just having a little bit of trouble getting in the login that we gave and that we provided our players. But he'll be in here in just a couple seconds. So I know last time that we were doing this, that was way back in May, which feels like an eternity ago. But we saw a lot of high-flying stuff like you mentioned. So it'll be interesting to see because it's a completely different group of players than we had last time. So it'll be very interesting to see who does what. Your like you mentioned with your strategies. All right, so we're just still waiting on Wolverine to join the lobby, so we'll give him a couple minutes to join in. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CISN.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
After 35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back here on CISN to this Rocket League tournament. Here you see our lobby that we've got put together. We're still waiting on Wolverine to join the lobby, so while we wait, we will just talk a little bit more about what we can expect to see during this tournament. So, like we mentioned, we have those 6 completely different players than we had the last time that we did this back in May. So we'll have to just see what different kind of strategies that we were talking about and what play style everyone decides to go with, because it's just 1v1. And most people who are playing competitive Rocket League are doing it in 3v3. So it ends up being a completely different animal than a 1v1 would be. Right, Reese?
Yeah, the last Rocket League tournament that we did, there was a lot of trick shots, kind of going on the ceiling and shooting off the sides. Do you think we're going to see that in this tournament?
It just completely depends on what everyone's play style would end up being, because some, like when I play Rocket League, I tend to try and stay on the ground, because it's a it's a skill that you have to learn to be able to control your car while you're flying through the air, and that's one that is that's one of the most difficult things to master in Rocket League. So if you're able to do that, you're going to have a pretty good chance at doing well in this tournament, but you can figure out a way to be successful without having to take to the sky. You can stay on the ground and still be pretty good at this game. So looks like we're still waiting on Wolverine to join this lobby. So, okay, so we do have a forfeit then. So it looks like Wolverine hasn't been able to join this lobby. So that means that his opponent is going to advance to the semifinals. So that's a bit unfortunate in that regard, that he wasn't able to get in the lobby for whatever reason. So here's a look at your bracket. So BL MacMan advances to the semifinal by forfeit. He'll face off in a best of 3 against Twixify here later this afternoon. So now we are waiting on D1 Drake and Noah C2 for their quarterfinal matchup to see. So while we wait on that, we're going to take another break. We'll be right back here on CISN.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
After 35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Welcome back here on CISN to this Rocket League tournament. I'm Randy Nielsen. That's Reese Webb. Devin Taylor's over there producing, making sure all of this goes smoothly. So unfortunately, we had a forfeit here in the quarterfinals, so we're going to take a quick look at the bracket. So Wolverine wasn't able to join our lobby, so he's going to have to forfeit. So that will give a spot in the semifinals to BL MacMan, where he'll face Twixify in a best of 3 coming up later. So now we move on to the other quarterfinal matchup. So that's going to be between D1 Drake and Noah C2. So just going to be waiting on those two players to join the lobby. So it's kind of unfortunate that we had a forfeit to start the day.
Yeah, not the way that we wanted to start this tournament, but we're looking forward to starting it off with D1 Drake and Noah C2.
Yep. So we're just going to be waiting on those two to join the lobby. So Devin's coordinating all that just off camera to the left. So I know we were kind of hoping to see what BL McMahon was able to do in his quarterfinal matchup. So now it's just going to be a challenge in the semifinals for Twixify, because he's not because he might be sitting here watching us to talk about this right now. So might have been doing a little bit of scouting, which I may or may not do if I was competing in this tournament. But so he's going to lose that potential advantage. It's going to be against somebody you have no idea what their play style is. So that might end up being a little bit of advantage for BL McMahon here in the semifinals. Welcome back here on CISN to this Rocket League tournament. We're unfortunately having some connection issues here today because we're having some people that are having a lot of trouble making it into our lobbies. So you can see our bracket up on the screen right now. We had Wolverine had to forfeit, unfortunately, in the other quarterfinals. So his opponent, BL Macman, went to the semifinals. We haven't had anyone show up for our other quarterfinal matchup, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to make a change of plans on that. So it's going to kind of go on the fly here, unfortunately, right, Reese?
Yep, unfortunately, like you said, not the way that we envisioned this tournament to have gone. But like you said, change of plans. We'll see what comes forward next.
All right, so just gonna have to just kind of like we mentioned, just gonna have to see what we're gonna have to end up doing here. It's gonna be change of plans for what we were hoping to have today, but that's one of the things of live TV. You have to change it on the fly sometimes, and that's what we're gonna have to do here today. So, Devin's off screen to the left, working hard, making this all work out. So, just going to see what we'll end up doing here.
We definitely appreciate his hard work.
Yes, we do. All right, so we're going to take another commercial break. We'll be right back here on CISN. We'll see what we got going for you here on the other side of this break.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
After 35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back here on CISN to this Rocket League tournament. I'm Randy Nielsen. That's Reese Webb. We got Devin off camera to the left making all this happen for us here today. So next up on our docket is going to be our semifinal matchup between Twixify and BL MacMan, which is going to kick off here in just a few minutes. So just going to we have all of them, or excuse me, we're just waiting on our players to join the lobby. So it's going to be a couple of minutes here before we get going. So yeah, like we were mentioning before that last break, so live TV.
Yep. It's unfortunate that our first two matchups weren't able to play. Hopefully this one will.
Well, 2020 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, something like that. So, I know, we just having to change your plans, just going to go with the flow. That's just been a theme for this entire year for everyone, really all over the world at this rate, with everything going on with COVID and all that. I mean, we're sitting here with our face masks on here. Just another example of it. So here with this tournament here today. So I know we're just sitting here, we're just waiting on our two players to join the lobby, which they'll be joining in here in the next couple of minutes. So while we wait, we can just take another break. We'll be back here on CISN here in just a couple of minutes.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today, or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
All right, welcome back here on CISN. Just about ready to get this semifinal underway. We got both of our players in, and we are getting right to it. No time at all to try and put a pregame together. Just getting right into the action as we got both of our players in the lobby. We're just waiting on the game to start. So we're finally going to get this Rocket League tournament underway. A little bit delayed, but we got it figured out, and we're ready to bring the action to you.
Yep, and interested to see how this one goes, what the strategies are, what the styles of play are.
All right, just a reminder that this one's going to be a best of 3, as you can see there on the right. This series is a best of 3, so best 2 out of 3. You win a matchup by scoring 5 goals if you get to that point in the 5-minute time period. So just a couple of quick reminders to those of you that are watching. So looks like we are now ready to get this game underway. There's Twixify with his that's quite the interesting looking car that he's got. As we get underway, meet up in the middle. Twixify sends it over down towards the orange goal. Twixify shot on goal, and he scores almost immediately. He takes a 1-0 lead just 11 seconds in.
Well, he just took that one off the bounce, off the left corner, and a nice touch on it to just curl it in.
All right, so now let's see what MacMan's able to do after getting a figurative punch in the face in the first 15 seconds of this matchup. He's going to attack in, looking to get around Twixify. He's trying to carry it, but Twixify does a good job of clearing it. Now Twixify just bullies MacMan out of the way. Was looking like he had something going. MacMan clears it though. They're kind of meeting over on the side now. MacMan sending it around the horn. Got an opening, and he scores to tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, it was just a roll off the left corner for BL MacMan. Twixify kind of deadened it as it landed on top of him, and BL MacMan speeds up to knock it in, and we're tied.
Yeah, that was just kind of an unfortunate bounce there for Twixify. It just bounced right off his roof and just set it up perfectly. I mean, you really couldn't ask for a better assist if you tried. So now we're tied at 1, just under a minute into the match, excuse me. So now MacMan looking for an opportunity. He's got one here. Twixify trying to hurry. Shot just to the right of the goal, and Twixify will clear. MacMan gets that boost. Now he takes to the sky. Twixify meets him in the middle. MacMan gets it set up. Twixify clears. Now we're kind of a little bit of a stalemate here in the center. Twixify's waiting. Clears it.
It's a good block by Twixify as BL MacMan was coming down towards him.
Yes, now Twixify goes around MacMan over into the corner. MacMan clears. Ball kind of rolling around the corner. Twixify misses it. Wide open lane for MacMan, and he will take the lead.
Yep, that miss by Twixify at the other end just set it up for BL MacMan to speed down the other half.
All right, so we were wondering how MacMan will respond after getting scored on in the first 15 seconds, when he has responded in spectacular fashion, scored 2 goals, taken the lead back, and now we're just kind of sitting here. Now we're going to see what Twixify is able to do. Shot saved way up in the air by MacMan. Nicely done. Twixify looking for an opportunity. MacMan sends it over to the corner. Now another opportunity here for MacMan as he's all alone. Now Twixify has made it back down towards his net. MacMan trying to set something up in the air. Twixify clears it over back to the other end.
Twixify had a good shot at that goal as BL MacMan was taking a little bit too long in the air that time.
Now these two are just trying to juggle the ball through the air. MacMan had something going, but Twixify blew up MacMan. Now, that's something that'll happen every now and again, is if you hit somebody hard enough with with the boost that we talked about in the basics video, you will blow someone up, which can give you an opportunity if you play your cards right, because then it takes them a couple seconds to get spawned back in. MacMan shot on goal, and he scores once again. It is 3-1.
That was just a plain good goal by BL MacMan. Nothing Twixify could do there. 3-1 BL MacMan, 2 minutes to go.
Face-off is, well, really just a draw on that one. Twixify, oh, that shot was close. MacMan really didn't have much opportunity to do anything about that. Just kind of got lucky. It was just off target to the right. Ball rolling around the corner. Twixify and MacMan both trying to chase it. Twixify doesn't really have a lot of boost to play with, and that bounce really didn't work out for him. Now MacMan's carrying the ball down the field. Twixify meets him in the middle. Ball rolls all the way back down to the other end. MacMan's got it again, driving up the wall, trying to make a play here. Twixify just barely got enough of that ball to clear it, so it ended up going wide left. Just over a minute remaining. MacMan tries to shoot one in. He ends up in the goal. The ball does not. Now here comes Twixify. Just over a minute remaining. Working on it. Shot on goal. Saved by MacMan. And now MacMan got an opportunity if he can get it set up. Here he goes. He's going to get that one in, and he scores on the fast break, basically. 4-1.
That goal by BL MacMan was set up on his defensive stop at the other end. Twixify got blocked with that goal, and the whole field was open after that.
All right, so now Twixify is trying to play the goalkeeper strategy here a little bit.
That defensive strategy we talked about earlier.
Yeah, you're going to just let him have the face-off, and because we've seen it happen time and time again on the initial deflection when you crash in the center of the field as MacMan scores once again. He's going to win game 1 of this 3-game series handily, as it is now 5-1.
Yep, best of 3 series, as he said. All BL MacMan has to do is win another one. He's on to the final.
All right, so MacMan wins game 1 by a score of 5-1. So now we're going to wait on game 2 of this 3-game series. Looks like everyone's ready to go. And now we are going to move to the Farmstead arena, which, and some of the arenas have extreme differences between each other, but Farmstead compared to the Wasteland map that we were just on, not really a big, huge difference between the two. So game 2 underway. Initial meet in the middle is just a draw, really, as here comes MacMan. Twixify's got to hurry, and Twixify blew up MacMan once again. So now the ball is just sitting there rolling down the field. Here comes Twixify. MacMan saves it just in the nick of time, respawned in. Now here comes MacMan going down the field, flying through the air, and overshoots it. Tries to do a little bit of a nifty bounce, doesn't work out for him. Twixify trying to clear it, and he does. Over to the other wall. MacMan goes back to defend. Here's Twixify trying to get around. Saved again. Ball's just sitting there rolling slowly in front of the goal. MacMan clears it. Twixify trying to get down there to defend. Here comes MacMan on his way. Twixify's ready for him. Oh, that shot just rolls right in front of the net and goes by. MacMan thought he had a goal there, but he did not. Here's Twixify. Oh, gets it off the post and in. 1-0 Twixify.
Yeah, Twixify ran down the field. BL MacMan tried to catch up, just could not. Didn't have much boost to get down there in time. 1-0 Twixify, and Twixify needs this game to stay in it.
Face-off is won by MacMan. Ball rolls all the way down to the corner. Twixify on his way back. Clears it. Just flies right over MacMan. Now he's got an open look here. Shot on goal, and he scores. 2-0 Twixify.
Just too easy for Twixify there. BL MacMan nowhere to be seen, and Twixify goes up 2 goals.
All right, so now we'll see if MacMan is able to respond like he did in the previous game. I love how that, when that happens, they all just go in there full force, and then absolutely nothing happens. It's kind of funny to watch. MacMan clears it. Now he's got a lane. Twixify's got to hurry here. MacMan is able to beat Twixify down to the other end, and he scores to make it 2-1.
Good carry by BL MacMan. Twixify just tried in and out to try and knock that ball away, but could not, and BL MacMan has his first goal of this game.
2-1, 3:25 remaining. Face-off is won by Twixify down towards the orange goal. MacMan does a little bit of a roundabout clear, picks up that important boost. Now MacMan sends it down towards midfield, right over Twixify, over to the corner. Twixify kind of waiting for it, trying to set up a clear. Almost led himself right into a goal. He was just able to just back into that one. Now MacMan just kicks Twixify all the way down the field. Almost got a goal out of it. Here comes MacMan now, flying through the air. Not able to control it in midair though, and Twixify is able to recover. Now the two of them right about at midfield. MacMan is able to punt Twixify out of the way. Loses it on the way in though. Is able to recover though, and gets the goal to tie it up at 2.
Great job by BL MacMan. Played offense there, just rolled it up in front of the goal himself and knocked it in, and we're tied.
Just a little bit slower on that, and Twixify would have been able to send that one clear. So now it's 2-2. Twixify, I think, might have intentionally lagged back a little bit to get that bounce to go towards the orange goal. MacMan recovers, gets that boost. Now Twixify is just waiting for him. MacMan sends it right over him. Shot saved by Twixify as he sent it up onto the wall above the goal. MacMan recovers. And they met right at the middle there. Ball just goes flying into the air. Excuse me. 2 minutes remaining here in Game 2 of this 3-game series. We are tied at 2 between BL MacMan and Twixify. That one's just rolling in front of the net. No one's able to do anything with it. Twixify clears. Now MacMan, trying to get in front of it, is able to do so just barely. Now he's attempting to carry it. Takes to the sky again. Let's see if he has enough boost to do this. Looks like he might. Twixify misses, and so does the ball to the net. Now Twixify, he's got in front here. Shot is just to the right, but it goes soaring up into the air. MacMan clears it. Now Twixify's got to hurry down to the other end. Here comes MacMan, and is just able to just roll it in to take the lead 3-2.
Yep, BL MacMan took advantage of that miss by Twixify, and he goes in front 3-2 with a minute 12 left to go.
And so now Twixify is in some trouble here. He's already down 1-0 in this series. If he loses this game, he is out. So he's got to get a goal here, tie this one up to keep himself alive in this 3-game series. Here's MacMan on his way to the net. That one goes wide. Twixify clears. He's got a bunch of boost here. He's got to get down there and do it quickly. Gets by MacMan. No, he does not. MacMan just gets enough of the ball to pop into the air. Now that one's going over towards the goal. That one is just over the net. That would have been a game ender, really. Twixify and MacMan pop it up. Twixify's got a full boost meter. He's going to have to take advantage of this. He's going to it, and he scores. Shot from practically midfield, and is now tied 3-3.
And that's a tournament saver for Twixify as he ties it up. Nice offensive moves by Twixify to keep himself in this tournament for right now.
3-3 as we are now at 30 seconds remaining. Again, just a draw on the face-off. MacMan just punts Twixify clear. MacMan trying to get it down towards his net. That one is on goal. Twixify saves it once, saves it twice, keeps himself alive for now. 15 seconds remaining here in regulation. Twixify tries to clear it, is able to, but MacMan is right there. MacMan trying to get something set up, cleared again by Twixify. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and we are going to overtime. So now it's sudden death overtime. First person to score wins this game, and if it's MacMan who scores, he wins the series and will advance to the championship round. That one, just a miss. Unfortunate there for Twixify. MacMan's able to take advantage. He wins this match, and he wins the series, and he will advance, just like I just mentioned, into the championship round.
The Twixify was right there to save it. He just missed the ball. And as he said, BL MacMan into the championship game.
Yeah, that second game was intense, but MacMan was able to do what he had to do to get the win and to move on in this tournament. So that was a well-played game by Twixify. Just had a couple bounces, not go his way, which is unfortunate for him. But like we mentioned, MacMan is into the championship match. So now we're just going to be waiting on what will end up will have happen here next in this Rocket League tournament. So that was, like we were mentioning, that was quite the match.
That was a great overall showing by both players, both offensive and defensive. A lot of saves, a lot of goals. Just what we kind of expected, not
what we were
more or less.
What we were hoping to see, right?
Yeah.
So again, that was a fantastic match there between MacMan and Twixify as BL MacMan advances to the championship round. Here's your bracket. So, man, that we'll have to see what ends up happening there in the championship round. But if it's going to be another showing like that from MacMan, he's going to be tough to beat. All right, so then you can look at our bracket again. So due to the between D1 Drake and Noah C2 not being able to have their matchup, that's going to move Hawks Rule into the championship match against BL MacMan, which we're going to have here in just a few minutes. So while we wait on that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CISN.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
After 35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today, or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
Welcome back here on CISN. We've got both of our players in for the championship round between BL MacMan and Hawks Rule 25. This is a 5-game series, and we are not wasting any time. Let's get right to it. Face-off ends up being a draw. MacMan is going to be excuse me, I kind of lost my train of thought because his car looked green from a different perspective, but as you can see, it's blue. But Hawks Rule, I like the crown on his car. That's quite the look. But best of 5 here in this championship series. Game 1 is going to be taking place at the Throwback Stadium here in Rocket League, and it's a bit of a different one as you'll probably see at some point. You're going to see the ball go roll all the way behind the net as there's a bunch of open area behind the net. BL MacMan gets the first goal of this championship series. Makes it 1-0 here with 4:17 remaining in game 1.
Yep, we saw BL MacMan in the last game against Twix 5 with a lot of offensive stunts. We haven't seen what Hawks Rule is capable of yet, and 1-0 BL MacMan already.
All right, MacMan wins this draws. Here you can see the ball rolling over behind the net here in the Throwback Stadium. Hawks Rule clears it. MacMan pops it up right about midfield. Both kind of waiting on it to settle down. MacMan goes up and gets it. Hawks Rule misses, opens up an opportunity for MacMan. He almost missed that, but it hit off the crossbar at the top of the net and scores.
The BL MacMan just riding it all the way to the goal. Hawks Rule kind of
All right, 2-0. MacMan just comes up right out of the gate. Scores 2 goals. Now we're going to see how. This has kind of been a theme so far. It's just kind of seeing, okay, who, one person comes out here, scores a couple quick goals to see how the other person responds. So now MacMan trying to get an opportunity here. Hawks Rule is going to have to hurry up, get clear. He ends up driving circles around it. Now the ball is rolling up the side of the net. MacMan tries to get something in, tries to sneak one in. Hawks Rule has no part in that. Now it's all the way back down towards the blue goal. MacMan picks up the boost that he's going to need as we go behind the blue net. Over the corner. Hawks Rule gets a little bit of help there from MacMan. That's going to end up being an own goal.
Yep, BL MacMan just sent it down the other side of the field, and Hawks Rule just couldn't catch up with it. And just like that, it's 3-0 BL MacMan here in game number 1.
So that's just I dare you to try and find a longer distance goal in a Rocket League game than that one was, because that went clear across the arena to make it a 3-0 game here for BL MacMan. So now Hawks Rule's really going to need to get something going here to give himself an opportunity here in game 1. MacMan trying to get something going. Hawks Rule with that nice big old crown on the top of his car gets punted out of the way by MacMan, excuse me. Hawks Rule now has an opportunity. MacMan trying to play defense is able to do it just for a second. Now gets by Hawks Rule. That shot is in, and it is now 4-0. MacMan's just doing whatever he wants to right now.
Yeah, BL MacMan just sped right past Hawks Rule. 4 goals already. Still 2 minutes left to go here in the first game of the best of 5.
All right, so as we mentioned earlier, this championship series is a best of 5, so 3 out of 5 games to win. And the games, if you score 5 goals, then the game is over. So 1 more goal for MacMan will end this game early. So we'll see. Obviously, he's going to want to try and get that done. But Hawks Rule is wanting to build some momentum, if not for this game, for the next game and the rest of the series. MacMan is just trying to get something going. Hawks Rule trying to get down to defend. MacMan just all the way up into the air, gets it in the corner, wins this game 5-0.
No chance for Hawks Rule there. Just BL MacMan flying through the air, landing in the goal basically. No chance for Hawks Rule there.
All right, MacMan wins game 1, 1-0. So he'll take a 1-0 lead here in this series. So now we just get ready for game 2. Hawks Rule is probably going to have to change up his strategy a little bit because, you know, what he had going on there just clearly wasn't working.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Hawks Rule was kind of playing patient and conservative there. Not really defensive conservative, but just slow and methodical, and that's not going to work against BL MacMan.
All right, game 2 in this 5-game series. It is looks like we may have lost Hawks Rule here. There he is. He did come back. He just I just saw him disappear from the screen there for a second, and I got a little bit concerned. But
yep, and BL MacMan took advantage of that, and he's up 1-0. 7 seconds in.
I see what's going. I see what's we have happening here, because it looked like that he was, because when he initially came in he was orange, but now we've changed up the, because they switched colors is what was going on here, because it looked a little bit weird there for a second, but we got it all kind of figured out as that. Now it looks like Hawks Rule had an opportunity there, but wasn't able to do anything about it. As you can see that on the screen now, they were both on Team Blue there for just a quick second as Hawks Rule ends up scoring. I think they might both be on Blue because now they've each scored a goal, but they're on. But now it says that it's 2-0 Blue, so I think we might have something weird going on here. Yeah, they are doing that, so now we're gonna have to get that changed. Looks like we got that figured out now. So again, live TV 2020.
Yep.
That's just the theme of today, but we'll figure it out. So I think MacMan's just gonna take this opportunity as he's waiting to figure out what exactly is going on here. But yeah, they both got, as you saw there, they both have orange cars, so might be a little bit weird, but we'll find out next time someone. Okay, we do have it figured out as MacMan gets the goal, and we have one counted in as orange. So we got a little bit weird, but we figured it out. It's now we're good now. So 2-1, 3:33 remaining. I can see Devin's trying not to laugh over making this whole thing work.
So off of this confusion, it actually has Hawks Rule in the lead.
Yeah,
2-1.
Yeah, because he did score that one goal that counted as a blue goal. And see, now this is just real weird because Hawks Rule just scored again.
Yep, he's the blue team, but he actually has a gold card. So that makes it a little confusing, but he's actually a blue team member. And he's up 3-1 in the second game.
I know, it's weird. It's weird. The whole thing is weird. It's 2020. It's live TV in a nutshell. Just do what you got to do. So 3 minutes remaining. Here it's 3-1. We're gonna we're watching MacMan here sit. Yeah, and those colors are very, very close. They both look orange, but you can see that one of them is actually gold there for Hawks Rule. So MacMan trying to get something going here. Hawks Rule clears it down to the orange end of the arena. Now MacMan trying to get something going here. He races down to the other end. Not quick enough though. Doesn't have any boost to do anything with here. Picks up that full boost meter. And here comes Hawks Rule. MacMan takes the sky, clears it the other way. They run over to the other side. Now MacMan sends it in, but it's blocked. Here they come again. BL MacMan, excuse me, tries to get something going in here. Ends up clearing it again. MacMan takes to the sky. Is wide. Just goes in front of the net.
Tried to get the double tap off the top of the goal, but
The last possible second by Hawks Rule.
what a save by
Indeed.
Hawks Rule.
Here comes Hawks Rule, cleared by MacMan. Now he's going to have to take to the sky again. Hawks Rule got that full boost meter. Nice! He practically did a kickflip to get that goal in there for MacMan. It is 3-2.
Yep, Hawks Rule looked like he was in good position to block that, but just missed. A nice front flip, like you said, to get the second goal of the game for BL MacMan, trailing by 1.
All right, so we had some confusion earlier. So MacMan is orange on the little score bug up at the top, which is now going to say 3-3 here in a second, as he scores to tie the game. 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining. So as I was saying before MacMan decided to score again, he is orange on your score bug, on your little scoreboard up at the top of the screen, and Hawks Rule is in blue. We had a little bit of confusion earlier, but we got that figured out here for this game. Just over a minute remaining. We're going to see what ends up happening here, as this has been a real back and forth game once we got all the confusion figured out. Down towards the blue end. The MacMan, oh, what a goal that was. Took to the sky, just barely tapped it in, as Hawks Rule he came flying in there at the last second, trying to save it, but wasn't able to. That was a spectacular goal.
Look, no chance again for Hawks Rule. Just BL MacMan rolled it up off the top, came down, knocked it in. As easy as that, some might say.
All right, just over 40 seconds remaining. It is 4-3, as now we have a stalemate going on as the ball is just gently rolling back. You might want to go back there and get that before it rolls into the net, but that's just going to end up being a goal for BL MacMan, as they got stuck, as they were just having a tug of war. Look, as you can just watch the ball ever so slowly roll into the net to make it 5-3.
I don't really know how to describe that one.
Yeah. So MacMan wins game 2, makes it's 1-1, but between orange and blue, but so we have 2 games in this 5-game series. We're going to move on to game number 3, which is going to be at the Beckworth Park Arena. And we'll hope that on this game we're not going to have any confusion on who's on what team, or who's what color. All right, Hawks Rule is blue, MacMan is orange. Initial kickoff really just rolls very slowly into the down midfield. Here comes MacMan, tries to get an early goal, and he does. 1-0, 12 seconds into the game. MacMan just, he got that initial face-off win, just rolled right on in, gets an easy goal. All right, next face-off,
The Hawks Rule will take it for the orange goal and cleared away by BL MacMan.
All right, so MacMan tries to get something going, not quite able to. Hawks Rule able to clear it. He's down 1-0 here early. Now just kind of waiting for the ball to settle down. He's going to try and clear it. MacMan tries to get something going, wasn't quite quick enough. Now he's going to have to race back on defense. MacMan trying to get something saved, is able to pick it up. Here he goes. He's going to get another goal here, and that's going to make it 2-0.
That was a great job by BL MacMan, taking the ball off of the wall, in stride basically, getting that momentum going from the ball, and then just racing it down the field the other way for the goal.
Yeah, you blink and you're going to give up a goal in this if you're not careful. But 2-0. BL MacMan is got the lead here in game 3. So now we'll see how Hawks Rule is able to respond to being down 2 goals. Here comes MacMan taking to the skies. That one is somewhat blocked. Rebound, score.
And just no one can stop BL MacMan in this tournament so far. Tricks if I couldn't do it, and right now Hawks Rule is just getting blown out by BL MacMan and his flying tactics.
Face-off just bounces over towards those empty bleachers that you see there, which is another very 2020 touch. That was not on purpose. But 3.5 minutes remaining. MacMan is up 3-0, trying to make it 4, and he does. This is just complete domination right now by MacMan.
Yep, just flying all he can. Just Hawks Rule just has no answer.
All right, now this one's going to slowly roll over towards the orange net. Hawks Rule really doesn't have a whole lot of boost to be able to do anything about that. Now he's going to have to hurry down. MacMan picks up that full boost. Now trying to set something up. See what he's got up his sleeve this time. Hawks Rule trying to, as they're playing a little bit of a juggling match right now. Now Hawks Rule trying to desperately to clear it, is able to. This might be his best chance right here. But that one ends up going wide left. But MacMan misses, but so does Hawks Rule. Here comes MacMan trying. Well, I thought he was initially going to set it up, but he's going to instead set it up to take to the skies once again. This one is going to go off the post, no good. Tried to showboat just a little bit too much there, and it cost him a goal.
Yep, good job by Hawks Rule, turning the tables off the miss and just taking it back down the field the other way. Hawks Rule is on the board, but still 3 goals down.
All right, so we'll see if Hawks Rule is able to, use a little bit of that momentum that he just got there. See if he can make something out of this. 2.5 minutes remaining. That one is skied up into the air. That one is just barely missed, but it's too high to get into the net. Now MacMan's got an opportunity here. He's got a chance to end this game. Hawks Rule's got to hurry, and he does not get there in time. BL MacMan wins game 3 by a score of 5-1.
Just complete domination by BL MacMan, flying through the air. Just great offense by BL MacMan.
All right, so now BL MacMan is leading 2-1. So now we're going to get ready for game 4. And we're going to head to the Neo Tokyo map, which is one of my personal favorites here in Rocket League. So BL MacMan's got a chance to win the whole shebang here in this game. All he's got to do is just defeat Hawks Rule one more time, and he's going to win this Rocket League tournament. Game 4 underway.
And if you're going to beat BL MacMan here and stay in the game, if you're Hawks Rule, you got to keep BL MacMan on the ground, and
and just
as
not
I
give
say,
him opportunities
yeah,
like that.
Just as I say that, he stays on the ground, and he scores a first goal in 11 seconds.
Yeah, you got to not give BL MacMan literally. If he sees any opportunity whatsoever, he's just gonna send it in, and that's gonna be game over for you.
Yep, and if he gets into the air. If he gets into the air to fly it in, you're done.
So here's BL MacMan in the corner. Gets it by Hawks Rule. Is going to have to sneakily put it and passes up the open opportunity. Looks like he's going to try and set something else up. Here's Hawks Rule. Is not able to do anything with it. Here comes MacMan, takes to the sky. Here he comes. Hawksrule tries to do something about it and is not able to time it correctly. That's another goal for BL MacMan.
Yep, just what we said. You can't let him get into the air, but he does, and it's a goal. 2-0 BL MacMan.
And we'll see what Hawksrule is able to do here. He's going to send it over into the corner. MacMan is able to clear it. Hawksrule not able to play that one at a good angle. It sends it back over into the corner. MacMan backs up to try and get it. He's able to. Got a full boost meter. Here he goes. Hawksrule misses. Here comes MacMan. Gonna have to hurry, but Hawksrule is able to recover just in the nick of time to prevent another goal from being scored.
I think BL MacMan gave up a little bit on that ball, thinking Hawksrule wouldn't be able to get it.
And just like that, BL MacMan's able to take advantage of an unfortunate bounce there for Hawksrule, puts it in, makes it 3-0. So now Hawksrule is in some really deep trouble here as he really needs to get something going. Keep himself alive. This not going to be the opportunity he's looking for, as that one, that's just an unfortunate bounce. See that happen a lot in 1v1s where you have a deflections on the face-off right after a goal just leads just an ever so slowly bouncing ball into the back of the net, and it's now 4-0.
A bad turn of events for Hawk Rules, and BL MacMan is 1 goal away from winning this thing.
All right, so Hawksrule trying desperately to get something going here. BL MacMan, they're racing down to the other end. MacMan ball kind of slightly curves away. MacMan not really able to do anything with it. Takes to the sky, still not able to do anything with it. Might have just goofed up there. Was able to recover. Is that he may have accidentally just kind of did a little drop kick kind of action all the way towards the raw end.
Right now, BL MacMan's doing whatever he wants. There's nothing that Hawksrule can stop BL MacMan at.
You know what? I'm kind of got a little bit of a lucky bounce there for Hawksrule. That might have been a game ender. So he's going to have to clear. Now he's got a wide open net as he kind of missed it, but he's able to recover, and he just decides, okay, you know what? I've had enough of you. I'm just going to clear the field of my competition and set myself up for a goal. Almost in. That one's really just kind of bounced all over the place. Now Hawksrule's going to have to try and recover. MacMan's following it down. Hawksrule catches up, bounces over towards the net. MacMan tries to set something up. Hawksrule clears it, sends it soaring through the air. MacMan takes to the sky, really not able to do anything with that. Hawksrule tried to get something there, missed it. Able to recover, sends it back down towards the orange net, where MacMan meets him in the middle. Hawksrule doesn't have any boost here, as you can see in the bottom right corner. Mix up just a little bit there. Now MacMan sends it in, and Hawksrule again goes with the blow-up tactic. Gonna have to clear the field. Now he's gonna try and roll it down. MacMan responds and meets him in the middle. Here comes MacMan over right towards the net. Kind of toying with it here a little bit. Oh, bad bounce there. Ends up going clear of the net, where Hawksrule clears it over into the corner. Here comes MacMan again. Again, not able to do anything with it. This looks like he is just trying to play a little bit of keep away right now. Because you know, it's kind of hard to score a goal if you're Hawksrule if you don't have the possession of the ball. Here comes MacMan, and that one is in, and that's going to do it.
What an offensive showing in this tournament by BL MacMan. Great goals, his high-flying tactic work.
And like we just mentioned, that's going to do it here for this tournament. BL MacMan wins the series, wins the championship, does the whole thing just in absolutely dominating fashion. You know, he was borderline unstoppable that entire time, both in the semifinal and in the championship match. So that was just an absolutely dominating performance by B.L. McMahon. He earned this win.
Definitely
So, yeah, he get all the credit to him and all the credit to Hawks Rule and to Twixify as well for putting up a good fight and trying to slow him down the best they could, but B.L. McMahon was just too much. So, that's sometimes it's just your day. And today was definitely B.L. McMahon's day as he ends up taking the win here in this tournament as he defeats Hawks Rule 3-1 in the 5-game championship series. There's another quick look at the bracket, see how we got to where we were as B.L. McMahon ends up winning the whole shebang. Hawks Rule comes in second, and Twixify will get third place here in this tournament. So it was a little bit, it took us a little bit to get it off the ground, but we saw some really good play once we got going.
Yep, we started off a little shaky, but once we got going, we saw some good matches, we saw some good goals, we saw some good play, and just all around good performances by our players.
Yes, like we were mentioning, it's 2020. It's live TV. We got started off a little bit weird, but once we got everything going off the ground, we saw some really good play, especially from B.L. McMahon, and we were able to get this tournament in. And congratulations to B.L. McMahon on winning this Rocket League tournament. That's going to do it here for us today. So I'm Randy Nielsen. That's Reese Webb. Thanks to Devin, who's sitting off camera to the left, making sure all this happens smoothly for us. Once we figured it out, we got it going, and it was very memorable to see. So that's going to do it for us here today. Thanks for tuning in here on CISN. We wish you a very happy and safe